Council meetings.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There was only one follow-up on here, and that's been actioned, which was the Code of Conduct as updated has been published on our website, and the rest of the agenda item just lists our current Lagoima requests. So if there are any questions, happy to take them.
Well, can I ask one in relation to the Lagoima requests? I understand that on the whale oil site there is a competition to win whatever it is to bomb us with requests or something. Yep. Is there any chance that through this, what's it called, whale dump, that we might be able to find out at some stage who's driving all this stuff? Was that you can't answer that, I suppose. But
no, I mean,
I would hope the media's watching whale dump because,
look,
man alive, this is ridiculous.
We've watched it. We've checked what's been provided to date, and there's nothing.
Nothing on RWSS or us.
No.
Yeah, okay.
But, Mr. Chairman, I mean, we can consider these requests seriously once, but in this notion of repetition and the solicitation of such requests, is it frivolous, or what is it?
No, it's not. It's not frivolous. It's provided for under the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act. So we receive them, log them.
Right.
I mean, all of these have the same reply, so that bit of it's,
fairly easy,
and they've all been replied to in that case. And in the particular case of the weather-type building issue. And some of the others that we've received, there will be more information required to be, more time required to be spent, and so we may well have a slightly different response and require people to pay for the information or some of it over and above what their entitlement is.
Councillor Scott.
Mr. Chairman, my question relates to charges for this sort of information. We do have a policy that so much is done out of the general good, which the ratepayer picks up, but over and above that there's a charge. So if you could actually clarify, and are people making these requests advised in advance of the cost? And in this case, I would assume that each one is taken as an individual and advised of the cost of their full investigation, because once they get the cost, do some of them pull out, or do they agree to front up and pay?
In relation to the weather-type building one, so the policy is that the first hour is no charge, and I think there's some photocopying as well, but in fact all of these have been requested, and responses requested by email, so there's actually no photocopying involved. So that's been done without charge. The requests around information around surface water quality data and the TRIM model, that I have to perhaps ask Mr. Maxwell to answer that one, but I suspect that will take longer than an hour and to research that, and so people would need to be advised that there is a charge.
That says here it's active. Have you already responded to the weather type building one, and was that done in less than an hour?
The weather type building one was responded to yesterday, and so it wasn't responded to when this agenda was done, but it has since been responded to, and yes, it probably did take less than an hour.
So just before you get to that, I'm quite interested in the responses that we've made to this set of requests, and I'm wondering if maybe councillors could receive the HBRC's response. Thank you.
Sorry.
I'd just like to comment on this. If these complaints are the response of some sort of competition run by some sort of chap in Auckland, then it is frivolous. And I don't think we should suffer the attacks, right or wrong, from this kind of action. and we shouldn't treat it. We should treat it with the contempt that it's given to us with. Because, you know, if somebody asks a serious question under Lagoma, then we need to seriously respond. It's a serious process. And if some idiot is running some competition, and I love the satire, don't get me wrong, I love the satire, but this is wasting our ratepayers' money. And it is a frivolous attack on us, and we should reject it from that point. We shouldn't answer it. We say, you are a result of this, go to hell. This is an attack on all of us. It's an attack on all of us.
Sign that, Councillor Graham.
I'll definitely sign that. I have no problem in signing that. And, you know, I don't agree with everything that happens around this council, but I don't think we should be attacked by some outsider who's running a competition. And I would encourage him to do the satire. The satire. I loved Fenton's hairstyle, but this is a different matter again.
Look, point taken, Councillor, and you know, we are monitoring it. I mean, obviously, I got a bit suspicious when I got about 6 in 1 hour all saying the same thing. I thought, I wonder where this is coming from. But since then, there's been very few, and I think if we were to, particularly in the case of the ones requiring some a list of all submitters or all requests made, there will be a cost involved, and I think if we advise people of that, they may not wish to pursue the matter any longer. So we just have to go through that process. The challenge that we always have is decide, you know, is identifying who's actually genuine requester and who's not. I mean, yeah.
That is correct, but you're saying, I'm told that there's evidence that this is not genuine, so that's the case. And I'm not saying I don't agree. I actually agree with some of the comments that he's making in that. So if it just was one, and I looked at it, I'd say that's fair enough. But, you know, it's a different scenario if someone's running a competition to attack us on an issue. Whether they're right or wrong, whether I agree with it or not, that's not what we should tolerate.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Maxwell was going to answer the question about how long.
I've almost forgotten the question, but in terms of the specific request around my information, I'll, exactly as the Chief Executive's outlined, we'll consider the time involved. I'll get the first hour free and we'll advise them of the cost. So we haven't processed those requests yet, but we're working on them at the moment.
Okay, Councillor Barker.
I just want to confirm that the information that's been released, the Chief Executive is going to send it to all councillors, because I'd be interested in what...
Note of that. So it was sent by email, and we'll just
forward
on the email to you.
About the building, that's what.
Yep.
No further questions, Councillor Dick?
No, I just suggest that the proposal for a new hairstyle for you should be seriously considered.
Would take me too long to grow it. On that note, you will move the, we receive the report, Councillor Dick, thank you, and Councillor Graham will second it, thank you. Any further discussion? I'll put that motion. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary, no. Carried. Lucky I'm in a good mood today, Councillor Dick. Right. Minor items not on the agenda, please. Councillor Bevan.
White baiting.
White bait.
One is white baiting, and the other is request for leave.
Okay. Okay. I've got royalties. And I had one other there, Whitehall matters. Okay, no further minor items, thank you. Affixing the common seal on page 27.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There was only for this month, only sale of leasehold land, no other property involved, so therefore no maps are required to be provided, but we have set up a system to be able to do that next time.
I was looking for my maps, I haven't seen them, I had on my list of notes to raise.
No. I mean, I think for leasehold land sales there are some privacy issues, but for anything else, yeah, we're happy to provide that.
So no questions around that. Someone happy to move? Thank you, Councillor Scott. We have a seconder in. Someone look up, please. Councillor Bevan, thank you.